A hero's welcome for the Apex Press.
You can't treat Aleister Black like Randy Orton. WWE veteran unsure if Triple H can revive the AEW star's career. Exclusive. WWE head of creative Triple H has booked some stars to their full potential since taking over the company. However, former head writer Vince Russo claims that Malakai Black, FK Aleister Black, who could reportedly return to WWE, will have some creative problems and not be treated like Randy Orton. Social media has been abuzz with rumors about Malakai Black's departure from AEW. The House of Black leader could potentially return to the WWE after his contract reportedly expires in February or March 2025. Malakai left WWE during Vince McMahon's regime, but with Triple H taking over, he could be in line for a huge push and become a megastar in the Stanford-based promotion. During the recent edition of Sportskeeda Wrestling's The Wrestling Outlaws podcast with Dr. Chris, Vince Russo claimed that Triple H could not book Malakai Black in the same league as Randy Orton. Russo pointed out how the game has booked Karrion Kross and the Wyatt Six, as stars like these need special treatments due to their supernatural gimmicks. This is the same Triple H booking Karrion Kross. This is the same Triple H booking the Wyatt Six. Chris, here's the problem. When you've got a Karrion Kross, when you've got a Wyatt Six, when you've got an Aleister Black, when you've got a special character, it takes time. You really got to take your time with the character. You can't treat Aleister Black like Randy Orton. This is a special character that takes special treatment, and they have not been able to accomplish that. Chris, for years, it takes time. It takes, focus, really plotting things out and planning things out, making the talent a part of things. Malakai Black was signed to WWE before AEW. In 2017, Malakai Black made his NXT debut as Aleister Black and was immediately used as a top star on the former Black and Gold brand. He defeated Andrade to become NXT Champion at NXT Takeover New Orleans in 2018. Aleister Black moved to the main roster in 2019. However, his run on the main roster was underwhelming. Black did have some great matches against the likes of Buddy Murphy and Cesaro. In 2021, Aleister Black was released by WWE just days after returning to television with a new character. Black signed with All Elite Wrestling and formed the House of Black with Buddy Matthews, Brody King, and Julia Hart. Backstage update on Randy Orton's absence. Potential match at WrestleMania 41. Reports. Randy Orton has not appeared on WWE television since being taken out by Kevin Owens with a piledriver on the November 8th episode of SmackDown. The latest reports explain his continued absence, as well as a potential match for WrestleMania 41, after their one-on-one match at Crown Jewel didn't happen due to a massive brawl before the bell rang. Orton called out Owens. WWE officials were preventing the two from getting into another fight, but KO came out on top after using a piledriver on the Viper, who has a history of back issues. Since the vile attack by the prizefighter, Orton has been absent from WWE television, and there are no indications when he'll be coming back. Mike Johnson of PW Insider recently did a Q&A and answered questions about the 14-time world champion and a bonus on his potential WrestleMania 41 match. He's selling the injuries from the piledriver Kevin Owens gave him. One would think that lines him versus Owens up for WrestleMania season, but we'll see if that's the direction. Johnson wrote that it will be interesting to see when Randy Orton will return and get his revenge on Kevin Owens. The Royal Rumble is less than a month away, which will also mark the beginning of the road to WrestleMania 41. Former WWE star reveals why Randy Orton was not fond of him. Randy Orton had a bit of an attitude problem when he was younger, but has since matured over the years. Former WWE star Tank Toland, more famously known as James Dick of the short-lived team The Dicks, shared with the Wrestling Then and Now podcast why the Viper didn't like him. Toland revealed that Danny Davis instructed him to relay a message to Orton, who thought that he was being cocky for telling him what to do. He felt like I was being a big dog telling him what to do. Like what? That's the story I get. So for some reason, he thought I'm some cocky big dogging guy. I was like, hey kid, go over there. And I was just doing what I'm told, Toland said. From 251 to 305. The former WWE star did praise Orton for his overall career, calling him fantastic and a hell of a wrestler. Every wrestler who won the Royal Rumble multiple times, ranked by performances. Winning the Royal Rumble match is one of the most fulfilling achievements that someone could achieve. Since 1993, the winner of the Royal Rumble match guaranteed themselves a World Championship match at WrestleMania. However, there is an exclusive group of wrestlers that have managed to win the Royal Rumble match more than once, which is an excellent accomplishment. Interestingly, only one of the 10 men who have won the Royal Rumble match multiple times has won their 2 World Championship matches at WrestleMania. Former World Champions Big Show, CM Punk, Kane, Kurt Angle, Randy Savage, and Chris Jericho have all been runner-ups in Royal Rumble matches, but they have never managed to get over the line and win one. Despite some wrestlers winning the Royal Rumble match twice, not all of their performances were brilliant, and others were more productive. The likes of Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre have won the Royal Rumble match once, but they would like to be multiple-time winners before they retire. Randy Orton was at the top of his game in 2009, and he was public enemy number 1 as he competed in the Royal Rumble match alongside his legacy stablemates Ted DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes. The trio combined to eliminate Kane from the Rumble match. Orton removed 2-time runner-up Big Show from the equation, and his rival Triple H to win the 2009 Royal Rumble match. The 2017 Royal Rumble match was star-studded with the likes of Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, The Undertaker, Chris Jericho, and Roman Reigns in the mix. However, it was Orton who prevailed for the second time, but it was nothing spectacular as 2015 winner Roman Reigns was his lone elimination to win the Rumble. The Viper went on to defeat Bray Wyatt for his 13th World Championship at WrestleMania 33. 2017 Brock Lesnar was a former WWE champion when he entered the 2003 Royal Rumble match, and he was looking to punch his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania 19. His chances were strong as he was the penultimate entrant, and he dumped out his rival The Undertaker to secure his spot in his first WrestleMania main event at his maiden Mania appearance. Lesnar dropped the WWE Championship to Bobby Lashley at the 2022 Royal Rumble, and he did double duty as he was the final entrant in the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble match. It was a quick sprint for Lesnar as he eliminated 2-time winner Randy Orton, Bad Bunny, Matt Riddle, Shane McMahon, and Drew McIntyre in succession to clinch his second Rumble win. His second Rumble victory was 19 years after his first Rumble triumph, which was a record between Rumble victories, but the win was unnecessary. Batista was one of the favorites in the 2005 Royal Rumble match, as was John Cena. 2 of the biggest stars in the Ruthless Aggression era went head-to-head, but their finish was botched as both men went over the top rope simultaneously. Nevertheless, the match was restarted.